A Malpalbot. Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
Well, anything else? Is there anything else here? Not that I can see. What do we have in the mine palace? That will not work. That's very poor. Case book.
Closed with a metal bolt.
That's what they got in.
Footprints. Size 9.5.
Yeah, that's how they came in. That's how we found the footprints. Came here. Definitely not that, I believe. Well, I don't know. Can it be that? That's really weird if so. Okay, so let's guess like this. He's entering. And then he hears that he is coming down to check. So he hides in here. That would explain why there's a little bit of shuffle and everything in there. He will then proceed to leave again, I guess. In which turn he will be burning everything. Let's try that theory.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room, but the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
Well, that's it. We nailed it. Let's get up. Well, why is...
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
Oh, I see what they did over there. They've hidden the bush. Yeah, I see. There you are.
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
Decay, death, decadence.
Dozens of priceless works amassed simply for the sake of it and presented without care. It's not about the art, it's about excess, yes?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Mr. Vogel, my investigation has revealed that the intrusion was not merely vandalism, but theft. The limping visitor left your place with a canvas.
That's very impressive.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My, your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Fair enough. We are done here, right? Yeah. All evidence collected. Let's see. Let's go this way. We can head over to the market.
Oriental rugs at a good price. Merhaba. It's a good day for a purchase. May your purchase bring you joy.
That one. Somewhere in the old city. Do I need to go to the archives to look him up? Or do I need to ask around?
Nice affordable
Come,
clothes.
come.
Step right up.
Do you know anything about this?
I wish I could help you, my brother, but I know nothing. We might need to head over to the mine to an archive. I just don't know. I just don't know where. He's a prominent person. He is famous, as I understand. I think maybe... Yes, news. Let's try here. Where is that? Is it this way? No. How can I miss it? There it is.
Mr. Holmes, I have something for you. Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
I believe I am, but to be very clear, Miss Sertle, my interest extends to the message and not the messenger.
So he claims he's not a gal sneaker, seducing women everywhere he goes. Perhaps the truth is even more scandalous?
Please spare me the speculation and return to the matter at hand.
A gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Codona in their clammy grip. The British Empire can abide it no longer. Mycroft insists they be disbanded. But this organization only falls with the capture of their odious leader, Friedrich Panzer. And note well, I did say capture, not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the Eels' warehouses. But alas, we do not know in which Friedrich Panzer resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse before entering. Because once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter. Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too. Again, Do not enter the wrong location, nor see any harm done to Friedrich Panzer.
Miss Ertl, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
Okay, we have another case, but that's not why we're here. Period. Recent people, celebrities, selection, articles and interviews. Yeah, I think this. Plus, it brought us a new scandal regarding the local so-called artistic higher society. It all began at a painting cellar named by local artists the Dance of Decadence. The director of the publishing house, the Lion Darren Terwick, broke the idyll by throwing a chair at the decadent artist Boniface Mercurio. As Mrs. Terwick said later, he did it because Mr. Mercurio brought dishonor to his name. The column writer graciously reminds the reader that recently Mr. Mercurio was spotted with Mrs. Terwick at a coffee shop. Oh. Afterwards, an orchestra conductor Kurt Gallagher smashed a painting across Mr. Terwick's head to protect his friend Mercurio. A large brawl started, including a large number of the customers. After a protracted fight, the police arrived. All the high society brawlers were arrested and placed under guard for a week. What a breathtaking event it was. As your loyal personal advisor, I suggested you obtain a souvenir from the sellout. Unfortunately, it has since ended, but Boniface Mercury himself invites our readers to visit his home and purchase one of his paintings. You will find him at the address Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street in Old City. Okay. You have to disguise yourself as one of the gang. Your safest bet would be a certain William Hart, also known as Ugly Face Billy. According to our sources, he has recently faked his death and gone into hiding. You can find his obituary in the recent news from Silverton. Well, we can try. District. Silverton. Section. Current events. I don't know really. Commoners. Officials. Journalists. Period. Recently. Current events front page. Mr. William Hart died in a tragic accident in Silverton at the age of 29 years. A loving father and an upstanding citizen, he leaves a wife and 5 children to mourn his passing. Okay, so that's the files. But we need to disguise ourselves as him. That requires some money, I fear. The informer can be found near warehouse number 3.
is an ex-military man who lost his eye in battle. I think this is of high importance. Where is warehouse number 3? Well, we cannot afford to get any new clothing. Cheap antique trader, okay. Where was that, on the bridge? No, down there, okay.
Who's here?
Okay, this is number 3. So we are looking for someone with one eye.
Microinformer should be somewhere around here. Try not to mess it up, or you'll blow his cover.
A glass eye.
Excuse me, just one question.
Hey, you're a lucky man. I know about this.
The informant was unable to reveal a panzer's location to me, though he did tell me that the eels reduced the numbers of guards at warehouse 3.
He could have been more helpful, but alright.
Does that mean that he is not at warehouse 3? So then there's only 1 or 2. But in order to get this right, we need new clothing. Do we have access? Yes, down here. But I don't think I can afford anything really right now. Or can I? How much do we have? 13. Yeah, I cannot do that. We need 15. We need 15 at most in order to afford everything.
Come, take a look at our clothes and accept the finest clothes for the finest citizens.
The things I need. It could be that one. I cannot rent that piece.
Please bring it back in time. The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
I don't know if I need any other clothing though.
I might need this one. But in that case, I cannot get it anyway. I need 2 more coins.
Of course, think it over. Take your time.
So he has to spend. Did that one have that?
The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
It does. I'm not sure if I need that. But I
Please
just.
bring it back in time.
Oh. Well, maybe that will work. I guess where do I need to go? North side of the Finch Cannery. North side. Top hat, must be him.
Do you know where I can find Friedrich Panzer?
And who the hell are you? You tired of living or just plain stupid? Leg it, you little rat bag.
But hold on, we didn't have a disguise? What am I missing then? I thought I had a perfect disguise. But apparently we are not. What are we missing then?
Simply the finest clothes for the finest citizens.
Oh wait, this one we need. That's what we need, I think.
Please bring it back in time.
Will do. Case. We might need that one.
Come, take a look at our clothes and accessories.
Well, let's hope this will work then. Where's the boss?
I can't seem to find the boss. Where's Panzer?
I'm not your nanny, you daft muck snipe. I need to get more men to warehouse too now, so quit bothering me, will you?
Thank you. Okay.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.